on you. You look bad, I see your crew now. You look bad inside. I see how you fit that ass up.
I want to share something that I have never fully shared on this channel before. I have manifested over $60,000. I manifested my dream home, my kids making AB honor roll for years, and I just recently manifested my son going D1 in basketball, getting a scholarship from a school. And before you think, well, good for me, but that could never be me. I need you to hear the part that comes before all of that. I've manifested so many things that the list just, it goes on and on, but those are some of my big hits. Because see, it was not always like this. There were seasons where I did not know how the bills was going to get paid. There was seasons when I was crying out wondering when things was going to shift. And there were seasons when I wanted to quit. And manifestation, real manifestation, faith-based manifestation is what changed everything. So today I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it and exactly how you can do it too. Welcome back to the channel. This is your girl Jackie, and I am your favorite manifestation baddie. And this is where all baddies come to manifest their best life. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I just want to tell you welcome, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, you already know how the vibes are. So let's go ahead and get into this. Let me tell y'all something. The struggle was real. Like, it was real. And I want to start with the truth, because a lot of manifestation coaches don't give you the truth. They act like it all peaches and cream, and it's really not at sometimes. But I want you to think, and I want you to realize that this is a win, because see, if I can do this, so can you. And if I can get my breakthrough, what's stopping you from getting yours? But it can make people feel like sometimes that manifestation only works for certain people. Like maybe it works for everyone except them. And let me tell you something. Let me be real with you. That's not the case. There were seasons in my life where my money was genuinely hard, where I was looking at my account and I was feeling that tight, anxious feeling in my chest. And where I was a mom trying to hold everything together for my kids, and I was wondering how I was going to make it work. Where I was just praying and not always feeling like the answer was coming fast enough. I know what it feels like to want more for your family and not know how to get there. I know what it feels like to have big dreams and a reality that does not match up yet. I know what it feels like to be in the gap between where you are and where you want to be and where you're supposed to be. And I know what it feels like when the laws start working for you, when God start moving, when the universe start moving, when the things you have been writing in your journal and affirming for actually shows up in your reality. Because see, that's what happens to me, and it can happen to you too. Let me tell you about some of the things that I have called into my life. And y'all, when I tell y'all, like when I first started, I didn't realize that we was the creator of our reality. I didn't realize that it was us that was creating everything for us. I manifested, this is all in one lump sum, $60,000 within 30 days. And only thing that I did with this, because honestly, I didn't believe it would happen. I really didn't. Only thing that I really did, I wrote it in my journal a couple times. And like at night before I get ready to go to bed, I would see myself, going to the bank, asking the lady what my balance was. And she told me, here's the thing, the $60,000 didn't come in one lump sum. It came like my first amount that I received was like $38,000. Then it was like $20,000, something like that. So it came like within a month time. So it didn't come all at one time. It came like kind of like back to back. And see what happened, I had to shift everything. And I had to realize that I can have everything that I want when I was manifesting this. And it came in a way I didn't even think it was going to come. I didn't even look for it to come in that way. It was unexpected income, and it was a financial door that just was open. And I didn't even go looking for it because I didn't even know how I was going to get it. And the thing that shifted everything was not a lucky break. It was when I changed what I believed about myself and money. I didn't know how it was coming, and I really didn't believe it, but I knew that it was coming. I knew that. So when I stopped identifying as someone who struggled financially and started identifying as a woman who money flows to naturally, that shift, that identity shift, if what opened the floodgates. And here's the thing, I didn't even want 60,000. I wrote in my journal that I have $35,000 in the bank. That's what I wrote. Because that's what I thought that I wanted at the time. But I didn't know that it was going to be more than that. Then on top of that, I manifested my dream home. I didn't know at the time. I knew what kind of house I wanted. I knew where I wanted this home at. I knew that part. But I didn't know that I was going to get the home, because the home wasn't even for sale at the time. And it's so weird. I had been renting, and I was like, you know what? I am so ready to buy me a house. I am tired of renting. I don't want to be in this neighborhood. I want to move here. I want to move in the country. I want to move close to my mom. That was the kind of things that I would say to myself. And it was so funny. One night I'm sitting at home, and my cousin called me, and she was like, you know, such and such, you know, he have houses and stuff for sale. And I know one of our cousins was moving out of a house. So honestly, I was trying to get that house that she was going to move out of. So when I called the man, y'all, when I tell you I called him, he was like, well, I'm going to just let her stay in the house if she wants to stay there. But I actually got another house. It's not for sale or anything. You may be interested in it. So when I was like, okay. Where's the house at? Y'all, when he told me where the house at, I couldn't believe it, because the house was exactly where I wanted to be. I rode down this road several times, but I didn't know that the house was going to be my house. And when I tell you it happened so quickly and fast, because I just kept telling myself, I want to move here. I want to have this house. I wanted to pay this much for it. And it worked out. Like, the house was... like it was mine. So that's how I manifested my house. And I remember the day that I got the keys. And I remember, like, when I walked through the door knowing that this was my home, that I had constantly told myself, I want to move in this area. I want this kind of house. I want to be this close to my mom. You know, that's what the kind of things that I kept telling myself. And then on top of that, I've been able to manifest my kids having AB honor roll for years. Like, I declared it over them. I scripted it. I spoke it as it was already done. Because, see, you got to realize, in the spiritual realm, it already was. And when those report cards came home, and when I can go on the app and see that it's all AB honor rolls, I know that that was me. I knew that was me. That was my manifestation. That was me scripting. That was me, because I knew that I spoke life over them. Not only that, my recently manifestation, my son played basketball. He played high school basketball. And he told me, he said, Mom, he said, I just want one D1 offer. So I talked to him, you know, about manifestation as well. And we had a live period over the weekend. And me and him sat down, we talked, and I was like, you know, telling him, you going D1, you going to get that D1 offer. And I kept seeing myself just tell him, hey, you went D1, congratulations, you know. And I kid y'all not, right in the middle, like Sunday when we got home, he came out the room, Mom, you ain't gonna believe this, guess what? And I'm like, what? He was like, I got my first D1 offer. And like, it was so exciting, because I knew the power that manifestation brings. I know it's worth it. I know that I can have what I want. My kids can have what they want. And let me tell y'all something. I'm going to share with y'all what my son told me, because see, my kid he's talented. He's very hardworking. And I know for a fact that I've been declaring it. I've been scripting. I've been affirming his D1 future since before anyone could see the evidence. And I'm going to stand on that declaration until it's in my hand, because that is what manifestation baddies do. That's what we do. We don't know how it's coming, but we know it's coming. We do not quit before the miracle. And let me tell you what my son told me when he came out the room. He said, Mom, I dreamed about it. I was like, you dreamed about it? He was like, yeah, I went to sleep, because he knew it was a live period. And live period is basically where they have scouts and recruiters there. He said, before I went to bed, I kept seeing myself getting that offer. Manifestation. One thing about children, they're quick to manifest. And like my children, they have manifested so much stuff because I'm taught them the power of manifestation. So y'all got to know that manifestation, you can have anything that you want. Whatever you desire is yours. I did it just by scripting, by affirming. I would just say it and didn't even know at the time that I was affirming for those things. Those are how I did it. And every now and then I would go to sleep in the feeling of having this money, in the feeling, you know, a couple times I did like the AB honor roll. A couple times I would act like the teacher would be calling me, praising my children, which they do. And do the work that you need to do, because you do have to repeat your affirmations, because it's about repetition. And if you script or whatever works for you, you can have a light routine. Me, where I'm at now, I have a light routine because now I know that I manifest instantly. Now, you know, I manifest whatever I want, and I know that now. But the reason why I shared my story, because I want you to know that manifestation is something that we do every single day, whether you realize it or not. Whether your thoughts are negative or positive, you're still manifesting the life that you want for yourself. And let me tell you, if it worked for me, it would definitely work for you. Your story is not even written yet. Your breakthrough is not too big. Your dreams are not too much. And the version of your life that you've been scripting about, that you've been affirming about, that you've been thinking about, is coming. Just like what I wanted was manifesting came to me. Now, if you're still tuning in, I want you to go ahead and like, share, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to turn on your notifications. And if you need help, in the description, you'll see the links to my manifestation tools. And you can also email me as well. Guys, manifestation is simple if you make it simple. You are the creator. You are the one that creates everything about your life. Everything that you have right now is because of a thought or a vision that you thought about. The car you driving, you did that. So everything that's in your life right now is because of your thoughts. And if you don't have it, allow it to play out. Don't get so caught up in the 3D that you slow down your manifestation, or you don't get it at all. You can't get caught up in the 3D world. You got to let those old thoughts that you had, let that program out of you. And on top of that, give yourself grace. Allow yourself to have grace. So many times we want things so fast, but we've been programmed to think that we can't have what we want, when in all reality we can. You can have anything that you want. Anything. Nothing is off the limit. So if you're listening to me, you can have anything that you want. Call it in, because you deserve it. You deserve the money. You deserve the love. You deserve the house, the car. You deserve that. And I want that for you, and I'm manifesting that for you, bestie. I promise you I am. Every video that I upload, I always put intention over it. Because everybody that's listening to my voice, I want them to have the life that they desire. The life that they want to have. We shouldn't be struggling. We shouldn't be worrying. We shouldn't. That shouldn't be nothing that we worry and struggle about. You have the power to change your life. You just got to decide, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to be rich? How bad do you want to be in the love that's amazing, that's healthy? How bad do you want that? And when you find out how bad you want it, that's when everything changed for you. When you shift that identity to step in the position of someone that's wealthy, someone that's loved, someone that's always chosen, your life will shift, and it will shift forever. All right, baddie, I'm up out of here.